Feels like you need a little bit
Oh,
more damage than that.
yeah, especially against like Tiny and Medusa. I mean, these are two heroes that are very difficult to get through. So a position four that can do a little bit more. Hopefully, they grab here, but taking their time deciding what they don't want to play against here. If you've got the Medusa, I think you're most concerned about defensive supports that can, secure her that laning phase and secure her that early game. So actually, don't worry about that at all. They get rid of the Chaos Knight instead, but they immediately grab the Mars, meaning is probably going to be either a support or a. Oh, hold on. Oh,
It
we're
could just
watching
be
SA Dota. It could be mid
yeah, it
Mars.
could be mid Mars, it could be mid DP. So that's the thing. It's like this is a region specifically that's known to flex the Mars a lot. And
Yeah.
that's what makes it such a strong pick here. And I know PP can play it. So yeah, you don't really know where these heroes are going. I think traditionally you'd say it's probably Death Prophet mid, probably Mars off lane, but it's not guaranteed. Something you
Yeah.
have to think about.
Mhm.
I see you chuckling. What are you chuckling about, huh? Just thinking about that joke you made earlier about me?
No, something else completely.
Neff,
I'm
it's your favorite hero.
hilarious. I'm tired of this ice cream cone.
We've seen
This
it
vanilla
once. What
ice.
do you mean?
That's once too many.
We've seen the hero once. No,
Mhm.
it's honestly one of the better heroes against the Death Prophet, right? Like we saw last game. It's really rough as Mariano to play this hero. Like you go for a Spirit Siphon, play it for survivability, and you just get ice blasted, and you're like, all right, well, never mind. That's cool. And they have more set up for the mid lane for it. That means we're probably seeing 4 position Tiny.
Uh, huh. Four position. Are you sure?
Yeah, we've seen a few teams do it, and it's definitely something Slayden plays, so it's not that odd.
I mean, it's more often in position three, isn't it?
No, I don't think we ever see 3 Tiny anymore. It's either like safe lane, mid, or 4, I think, more often than
Mm,
anything. You could maybe take it off lane, but it's like, I think most games are going to see like 1, 2, and 4 as like in that order in terms of like where it gets played. But I grabbed the Ember Spirit for Infinity, which means we're probably seeing support Death Prophet with the pick of the Ancient Apparition. I think that's actually not that bad. I kind of like it.
yes. Excuse me. It's also
Bless you.
possible that okay. It's also possible that the the Ember Spirit is run to position one. I know it's done in SA and NA every so often. A little bit less popular at the moment though. So you could have like one Ember, three Death Prophet, two Mars here for Infinity. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I like that as much as just like running the 5 DP or like a 4 DP. I honestly like I'm fine with saying 4 Death Prophet and 3 position Mars here. I think that's like very reasonable. But again, like it is something that's like very like flexible that we see with like the South American teams. So
Mhm.
it's hard to say. Like we could be like over analyzing it and getting like too lost in the sauce about like, like they flex these heroes so much, so maybe might see some even more wacky zany things. But more often than not, I think they're gonna play like these heroes in their intended position, which Ember mid, offlane Mars most likely, but we'll see.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
like the zany, wacky sauce. I do. But Ember Spirit is definitely one of those heroes that beats Void Spirit in the mid lane. He is like the better of the two brothers. Storm Spirit loses to both of
Mhm.
these heroes, but Ember is like kind of the king of the trio right now.
Yeah. All right. Razor band out last here. They go to the Templar Assassin and the Razor. I mean, these are just solid position one picks. Reliable, decent against. I think the Razor's decent against the Medusa. Templar Assassin a little bit less so, but can play fast enough that you get your items and you can start fighting before Medusa finishes up her eyes, Scotty, which is a very big thing.
I kind of like I mean, I really like the Razor ban. I like this is just so good. This is such a good Razor ban.
Mhm.
This would be like a completely free Razor game. And at the moment, like Infinity actually still have a lot of options for the safe lane. Because you don't really
Yeah.
know what Osmium's off lane is, and you will get the final pick here, right? You have 24 pick or 10th pick rather for Infinity here. So They can feel
24 pick is correct.
yeah, you can feel pretty safe. They banned the Necro and they banned the Venomancer, which to me makes me feel like they may be going back for like a Phantom Lancer.
No, you're not considered with the Venom if you're PL, I feel. You
It's
got that
pretty rough
Dispel.
lane. It's like I'm thinking like PL or Ursa here.
Just because the Venom ban out? I mean, it's
Yeah, and they're
possible that
both
it's
decent into the Medusa. I mean, we saw last game the Ursa like really struggled, but I think that was mostly because he had like the unfavorable lane matchup. But he gets to guarantee he gets a good lane here. So I wonder if Osmium want to pick up something like an Underlord, which is just like a really strong lane hero. There's not a lot of carries left in the pool that can really shove him out. They've only got like 3 seconds, so okay, Timbersaw.
Yeah. I
They're
mean,
kind of baiting the Ursa. They're like, we dare you, pick the Ursa.
anything else that you can see they go for here?
It's again one of those things. It's like Slark is actually really good here, but the hero is just feels so bad. Like this is such a great Slark game.
What about Monkey?
It could go Monkey King, but I feel like yeah, they're gonna just the most straightforward thing, which is go for the Ursa. And again, I think this is Osmium trying to bait them. You know, they didn't feel like the Ursa was that strong last game, so they just kind of force Infinity's hand again into picking it here.
I mean, confident if nothing else on the side of Infinity that it fell apart in the previous game, but they're going to go for it again. So I like the confidence. We'll see if it's hubris, though, Ricky. How's
It
that for
could
the
be.
word of the day?
Yeah, good one.
Thank you.
Can I give a fun fact of the day?
Absolutely.
All right. You know how you like sneezed earlier and I said bless
Yeah.
you? Do you know where the origin of that comes from? Like why people say bless you or anything when they sneeze?
No.
So a long time ago, there was this thing called the Black Plague that killed a lot of people, like a third of Europe, right? And back then, if you sneezed, it was assumed that you were dead, you would die. And so the idea was they would say bless you, you know, as like a we know you're about to die, but you know, best of luck in the afterlife was like their idea behind it. And that's where the term came from. And I could
What
see
were you
you
saying?
Googling it right now to see if I'm. No, you're just ignoring me. You jerk. Whatever. I should have put your camera back on. Embarrassed you in front of everyone. You're lucky.
I'm pretty sure you would have been embarrassed because very clearly ignored you.
It's all right, Neff. This is you know, you're gonna regret
Mhm.
not knowing this. Like on a random Saturday night at trivia when all your friends are like, "Gosh, where did this come
Or
from?
during
Who
Dota
knows?"
Jeopardy.
Yeah, and then you just miss the question. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
Double to put it on the next Dota Jeopardy just so you lose.
It'd be very
The
embarrassing.
daily,
If anyone
it's
were
gonna
to
be the
lose
daily double, you know, and you're gonna get it wrong.
again. Man, we should pull in double A, get some content partway through the season.
I've had some stuff I've been wanting to do for a long time, but it requires a video editor and like money and time for which I don't have either. So yeah, unfortunate. It'd be a very funny content piece. I know it would be, but you know what can you do? You know sometimes you just don't have the
Resources.
resources, yeah, to do it.
Welcome.
Thank you. I was looking for the word.
Yeah, I got you. I know several words.
At least a couple.
Yeah. Okay. Starting ward on the side of Dire. Not on that cliff closer to the outpost in the bottom lane. Instead, they put it on the hill where, I mean, it scouts rotations over the mid, but it doesn't provide you a lot of information. You don't see what valley runes are. A lot of time, you're not catching the enemies unless they like go super far into the jungle. Bizarre for them to place this one here at the beginning of the game, and I feel like it commonly gets dewarded as well. They do scout out the Ursa with it though. So,
Yeah.
them seeing there, they might feel confident enough to walk down the hill if he continues to remain in vision. They actually ping it out. They realize that there's a ward up here already.
Yeah, I think he's
That is
just
wild.
assuming there might be. Yeah.
Yeah. They walk up on top of the hill. Yeah, they probably figure this guy doesn't have the confidence to walk up here if there isn't a ward. So DP may get the D ward off not long after we start the game.
3 runes for Infinity. Genic does force Disruption level 1 to secure that rune, but it's really not the end of the world.
Mhm.
And it is going to be
Genic
the
started-
4 position Shadow Demon like we were talking about. and of course that 5-position Death Prophet, as we expected from the draft phase.
Yeah. Shadow Demons are boots, by the way.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Unhinged shit.
Ancient Apparition is like a very slow hero, so you can just kind of do whatever, just auto attack him.
All right. Sladen. Dude, is he gonna get a toss back on the tower this early? I don't know.
There's
He's
no way
trying to
he
hunt
has
that
toss
courier.
it. Oh wait,
Yeah,
sorry,
he's hunting the
that's-
courier.
yeah.
He's going for it. Can he hit it? Wait, what is he?
He's
What's
just
Sladen
trying
doing?
to pull the wave.
What? He didn't go for the courier.
Yeah, you got the double
Couldn't he-
block instead, and the creep pull. That's way more important.
Oh, he couldn't get it off in one auto attack. It would have taken 2 there. He's a genius, and I'm very stupid. It's fine.
It's all right.
Yeah, what can you do?
This is such a
All
good
right.
pull, actually.
Pulls, I mean, this is what you do on like melee position 5, or sorry, position 4 supports. You can't really trade with the enemies in lane. Oh, it doesn't get the deny off. You just pull the wave back. You deny an entire wave from the enemy carry. Like, this is best case scenario because you're never gonna like win these trades with the Death Prophet. You're gonna be able to click down the enemy carry. So like taking a full wave away from the Ursa, especially at the beginning where it's more difficult for the Timbersaw, is a
And
super sick move.
Draken actually made a pretty good, smart decision here to trade and like come back to catch this wave because he needs this experience to get to this level 2, and he will finally have it now. But
Dude, they're just doing every wave.
yeah,
This is insane. This is unhinged behavior.
you have to do this. You actually like they're that worried about the Ursa, it would seem.
Yeah. All right, he's gonna pull it underneath the tower instead of meet off with the Death Prophet where she is.
I mean,
They're
Ursa's
just
doing
taking
okay,
turns.
though.
They pulled 3 waves in a row down here. This is actually incredibly sick, man. They're taking turns dragging the creeps.
Top lane, fight breaks out. We're gonna see Cat you take a little bit of damage here. 3 points of shadow poison, not enough to finish him off.
A little bit. Man's almost dead.
That's all right. He's got a salve. It's calculated, I'm sure.
Man's a genius after all. All right. Speaking of geniuses, Sebas here on the Void Spirit. Is he going to perform as well as he did on the Storm? That's my question.
It's definitely more difficult, right? Storm is a much easier hero currently in the meta. It's like Queen of Pain in that last patch where it just like literally plays itself. You just pick the hero and then it kills stuff and farms insanely fast and no one can do anything about you. But
Right. You sound like you have some personal issue with Storm Spirit.
nah, hero's
It
totally
has been
fine.
kind of annoying to watch these games though. Just like how like you can misplay super hard and there's just no punish for it.
Yeah. Like I said, to me it feels like the skill cap or the skill level to play Storm Spirit has decreased like substantially.
Yeah.
PP, oh my gosh, nearly gets the kill. Sebas down to like 12-8. Sir, are you actually
What is he doing? PP. Okay, he's got Resonant Pulse.
He's trying to
This is going
bait him with the
block-
Resonant Pulse and like a Remnant.
Yeah.
And he already used Fort, so he couldn't actually like fort the wave and dive.
Yeah. PP is probably impressed that he went back on him and did this, but the best is just going to rotate over to the Bounty Rune, grab that one, come back to lane, probably grab the Water Rune on his way back, or at least try to. But this is exactly what they planned. He's a genius here on PP. And Genek tries to catch him out. Let's go. All right. They both just dodge. It's whatever. Nothing happens.
He's holding bottom rune as well here on Sladen.
PP is
And-
chasing down Sebas.
I mean, he will get out.
Oh,
Sleight of
he
Fist
tossed him
though?
back
Oh
in.
my gosh. Again, down to near 0 HP, but in comes Death Prophet on the backside. Fairy Fire is
Yeah,
going to get
Ember's
popped.
gonna
One more
chase him
auto
here.
attack. Sleight of
Ember's
Fist
chasing.
in one.
Ember?
Dude,
Go
it
for
is.
him.
It's scary to go for it.
Yeah, he does have a toss. Oh, he ends up missing the next wave. Is he going to be able to get on top of Sebas?
That Tango and the regen under the tower, it was enough. He's alive.
With the extra armor. The 3 points of armor there.
Bottle refill here as well onto Genek as he TPs to the mid lane.
Dude, they're
Very
putting so much
close
pressure
on the
on this
Embers
guy.
or on the Void Spirit. They're almost going down multiple times, but
All right, but
he's
you
alive.
have rotated. Yeah, you have rotated 2 supports over here as well to try and set this up. So we need to look at what happened to the side lanes while you were doing this.
Mhm.
Important information here. Did the side lanes end up getting owned in the meantime? I mean,
No, they're thriving.
no,
It would
Mariano
seem.
is just fine. Oh no, they adapted to harsh conditions.
And Timbersaw, obviously against an Ursa, not the best scenario to be in as Lumiere. Yeah, you do have to be careful and not take too much damage from like a Timber Chain, but if he's able to keep these stacks of Fury Swipes up, like you actually have to just back off the lane. It's like getting Sticky Napalm by a Bat Rider, right?
Yeah, is he gonna go in for it again?
Yeah, he will.
He is. Yeah, there he goes. He ends up missing the Timber Chain. Does hit him with the Whirling Death there, though. Oh,
Toss back?
Dude, he's just
he
gonna
can
hit
just kill
Draken.
you. Oh, no, he gets the kill. Nice Timber Chain timing there. So Ursa baited out. Well played by Sladen.
Yep. Now over in the mid lane, Sebastian's dropping like the chat lines, but he's clearly not having a fun time.
Nah, PP is dominating this mid lane. He is
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
1,000 gold ahead.
Yeah. You cannot get close to the creep wave right now on Sebas.
Bottle refill.
Arcane Rune. Yeah. All right. Arcane Rune is pretty sick. I would say. I'm not sure if it's better than a double damage rune. I think it is.
I think haste
you get the
is like
bonus
your best
damage.
friend on the Ember Spirit.
No. I think it's Arcane Rune because the Sleight of Fist is like a 4-second cooldown.
That's pretty
Once you
close.
have 4 points in it, and then you get the bonus damage from it as well. So it's like 4-second cooldown Sleight of Fist with the bonus damage, or you double your base damage. I think the Sleight of Fist, because it comes out more often, is just like better.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd have to do the math on it, but math is dumb and for nerds.
I think they saw
Either way, we're going to
Kataro
see
for a
Kataro
moment.
dove here. Yeah, he's gonna get dove. He's 6 on Mariano.
They just don't know where he is. They don't know where he is, and Kataro's hiding in such a good spot.
They see
Sitting
him
back.
back. They saw
Alright,
the
yeah.
tree die.
Oh, gets the courier. I mean, yeah, without the Mars, though, you don't have kill threat, so really well played, honestly, by Osmium to dodge out this gank. And meanwhile, bottom, Draken's able to put a lot of pressure onto the tower. The toss, Ursa now has to be careful. He's hit level 6 on the Timbersaw. So he can't lane here anymore.
Good movement there. Hits him 3 times, and he's been holding his ult as long as possible.
He's trying to wait for
Tiny's holding his
Mariano.
abilities as well, though. Very
There
good.
it is. Spear, Arena. Actually doesn't get the spear off in time. There it is. And that should be enough damage to take down Lumiere. Or rather for Lumiere to secure the kill. So very well done, Sladen. Just going to get body blocked up here by the Death Prophet. Has no mana left.
Level 1 charges, though.
Toss. Oh, rotation in from the Void Spirit. He misses the Remnant. He goes to the last Astral Chef, though, and that will finish him off. Mariano with the rotation down here, though. Spear on the mark. Double kill goes the way of PP. Who did he kill first? He killed Cat U top with the dive. And now he's got a Remnant. So he just goes right back top lane.
Yep. Very cool. Timbersaw's gonna TP in though, and he's gonna slow this one down.
This is really smart. Then you do not want to give up this tower. He's already done his job bottom lane, right? Which is one of the things that makes Timbersaw so good, just being able to grab that tower. Definitely a little bit of an overextension there, trying to dive the Tiny. But, I'm sorry, dive the Ursa. But they do manage to grab themselves the first tower.
Going on to Ursa again here. I mean, they kill half his health pool. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. Anyhow, they spent a lot of time mid lane on the Death Prophet, so she's actually pretty close to hitting level 6 at 10 minutes without the tome. You could probably just pass it to somebody else, and Shadow Demon is pretty far behind at the moment, so he's probably going to need it.
Yeah,
He's got it queued up now. Yep. Nice. Closer to that level 6 now. I'm pretty sure you just, like... Can you hit bin? You wait for the Timbersaw to teleport somewhere, and then you just teleport to a different lane and take the tier 1 tower, whatever that might be. PP scouted out. We got a Remnant down.
There's some big stacks being taken here on the side of Infinity, like they're just clearing them up in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Net worth, though, fairly even, and it's only 4-3, so much less action than we saw in the last game. But overall, pretty solid from Infinity in terms of like their start. Really, PP on the Ember Spirit's having a great time. I mean, that being said, Sebas is also caught back up, pretty much dead even almost.
Yep. All right, they don't wait to TP to a lane that Timbersaw isn't going to be in. Instead, let's try to fight him. All right, can you do the trick? All right, he's not going to be able to do the trick. He's just dead. The trick is not dying, by the way.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. He's out.
All right, the trick is walking away. He is completely safe. I've never seen a more healthy looking Tirza in my life.
Of course, of course. Yes, very nice. Oh, nice
Impressive
remnant
gameplay.
usage mid here. They have a little bit of time left on the exorcism. They want to just try and chip this tower maybe a little bit with the catapult as well, but exorcism expires. Catapult has a little bit more time.
Where is PP going?
To farm.
To base.
Ah, yes.
All right, he's got a chipped vest. I mean, makes it hard to initiate on it, I suppose. This mid tower is not going down easy. Kind of unfortunate that he ended up giving that one, but at the very least, they ended up grabbing the top tower.
They're smoking into the triangle. Oh, scan. Right on the money. It does find Kataro here. To know exactly where he's going to be.
He's pretty low on HP, and
yeah,
he just...
Ember's got to be the one that catches it, but Kataro's actually farming in the perfect spot, but he's about to lose vision on that side of the tree line. And Genek will go and drop the ward, the wrap around here. And with that, Sleight of Fist on the money. He actually has no points in that Stone Gaze to get out of here. Rotation in for the moment. Ice Blast does connect, but does not hit Genek, and he's just going to TP on home. PP still has remnants away, so he's going to be able to escape no problem at all. All right, great kill and great rotation to take down this Medusa.
Yep. Does Timbersaw clear the stacks now is the question. He does not. Okay, that is my answer. All right, DP is continuing to hang around mid. Another 36 seconds until X is available, so they're probably going to wait for this one before going anywhere. Meanwhile, Ursa, his Diffusal Blade is actually completed. It's being sent out to Lumiere right now. So, that on the way. Should be easier for them to take these team fights. Double damage rune's got it top, by the way.
Quite good. Quite good. Slayton's actually not too far from his Blink Dagger.
Cat-U is probably going to die. Diffusal Blade will be here in a second.
Genek, I think, is Mike going to go down first here. We'll see. Oh, wait, no, Cat-U's already dead. Unlucky. But Genek, he actually baits this one out. Arena does come down, locks Timbersaw in place. He just chases for way too long.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit of a misplay there from Osmium. I think they actually had the damage to take down that Shadow Demon, but just didn't hit those spells correctly.
They're not going to let him finish the stack. They're chasing them down.
That's Diffusal.
Dead.
Stone Gaze does come through. Sends them away, but PP with the chase. Stone Gaze is done. 2 Hero Series chains. He's got a DD rune. This Kataro is just super dead. One more Sleight of Fist. Bonk gets the kill. Chasing for more. Savis able to get that Dissimulate to dodge out some of the damage. Remnant in one. He gets them with the Resonant Pulse. Very well done. Great turnaround at least on that Void Spirit. Ice Blast does connect there onto the Death Prophet as well, but I don't know if they actually have the damage to finish him off. It's going to be close. The toss from Slayton will be enough.
Yes, they go a little bit too far now. Lumiere, he's like, all right, I'm out of here. Back to farming. We went too far. Does that fight actually go their way? It does.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely.
end up winning that one. They get like 2 very important cores, the position 1 and 2, but they also lose the Emperor Spirit, who's just been popping off this game, so definitely not worth it.
Yeah, Lumiere not dying is a big deal. Like, we saw last game what happened when they were able to shut down this Ursa's game. Right now, he's top net worth. Very different experience. I think at this point, he was like 6th or 7th. Like, yeah, he was like 6th last game. Mm-hmm. So, much better this time around.
Yeah.
We have a Yule's done on the Mars, by the way.
Yeah, and a Blink Dagger on Tiny. Does need to fly out to him still, though.
He's going all the way back to base to grab it.
Yeah, I mean, he was out of mana. But it should be easier for them to set up on some things now with this. Maybe they can get like a Toss Avalanche.
They are going to see Cat-U as soon as they walk up here. Mariano with the Yules. We'll get the spear, pins him against the wall, and Lumiere, easy finish off for him, so he gets that kill. Ends up missing the Remnant, so isn't mattering all that much. But that's kind of an option to go into Roche. No Ice Blast. They end up smoking right away on Osmium. It seems like they have the same idea. The real question is, can they stop them? Slayton, the Blink, doing so much work. 2 heroes instantly dead, about to maybe lose a 3rd. Mariano doing his best to run away here, but Kataro's got that Stone Gaze. Beautifully done.
Yeah, grouping them all up for that massive AoE damage. I mean,
yeah. 3 hero Avatos, man.
Yeah. And unfortunately, taking Roshan isn't incredibly quickly on the Ursa anymore. Well, it was never incredibly quick, but
Slower now than it ever has been, I think.
Yeah, we need minus armor. The issue. Tons of physical damage needs to come onto him, but yeah, AoE damage was just insane there. Made it way too easy for them.
Ooh, Sebas trying to juke out the Ursa here. Oh, Astral Step, but Remnant, he has 12 wand charges. Yeah, Lumiere doesn't want to chase him. Meanwhile, top lane, they did see PP for the moment. Kataro is going to walk into him. There's the Avalanche, the toss, Ice Blast. Goodbye. And now Osmium's about to turn up the heat. See what I did there?
Yeah, I actually don't get it.
It's an Ember Spirit.
Oh, okay. I thought Osmium was like some sort of fire thing or something that I'm not familiar with.
No, just a little bit of Ember Spirit humor there. Sorry.
Thank you. You're very clever, Ricky.
Yeah, thank you. It's mostly the glasses.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure you don't actually need to wear them. You just wear them to look smarter. They're props.
Smoke up here from Infinity as they head into the enemy jungle. They will find Catyu. Not the kill they were hoping for, but they will settle for it indeed.
I think that you're fine with this, Osmium.
It's another Roshan potential. Mariano,
no,
Yules?
It's not.
He's got the Spear of the Arena, will pin down Sladen, but there's a Stone Gaze on the backside. They can't actually continue the chase. Tiny? No way he lives. Yeah, Spirit Vessel's there to help finish him off.
Now it might be a Rose potential. Now that Tiny's dead, he's not able to get that Blink initiation off.
Dude,
but even then, I mean, AA's back up. He's just going to throw an Ice Blast into the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Dude,
Oh,
is this gonna connect with him?
It's caught Timbersaw. It's close. It will find... Nah, it's not going to find anyone. Oh my gosh, the burst damage. Draken is down. They definitely know Ice Blast is down as well. It doesn't have the longest cooldown.
Yeah, it does. It's like 60 seconds. It sucks. This hero is awful.
Remember, it used to like always be 40 seconds or something?
Yeah, it was really good at the time because the hero has one ability, and that's Ice Blast, so he could use his ability.
Dude, Ice
Increased it by
Vortex
50%.
is easily his best ability.
You think Ice Vortex is better than Ice Blast?
Yep. So good. This ability is bonkers. Oh, Roshan does end up going the way of Infinity as expected as they have the Ursa. Meanwhile, bottom lane Kataro. Uh-oh. He's going to get found by the Mars. The Yules is there. He's got a spear to send him right back into the hands of Lumiere. And that Medusa will be punished for her positioning. Dude, great wards, honestly, right now from the side of Infinity. They have the really deep ward that helped them get the kill onto Timbersaw, and now that other ward to find the kill onto the Medusa. So, really sick stuff from them. PP rotation to mid lane, Avalanche, toss. Oh my god.
Lose Melt, he's not able to react fast enough to that. I mean, they keep on like bursting him 100 to 0. They don't have a ton of disables on their side, but the Tiny seems to be enough.
And it just sets up. Yeah, oh my god, he took like what is that, almost 1,000 damage instantly?
I don't know. Oh, this death summary open. It's not opening now. I must have ran out of my Dota Plus Platinum.
You might have to subscribe to Dota Plus Diamond. It's hard to say. Ice Blast coming through. Will catch these two heroes on the backside, but they've got the Timbersaw trapped inside the arena. Lumiere, his age is certainly going to pop here in a moment. They will take down the Death Prod. The toss back from Sladen's put him in a really rough spot. And now mission saving Ursa here. Can you actually get him out is the question. Remnant ends up missing from the Void Spirit. And Sladen, he does have a blink toss. No, interrupted by the saddle poison, so he's out.
Yeah. They're all mostly out.
They vision of Catyu. He's under a ward.
Yeah.
Oh, slight change. Does connect. Mariano, quick spear. Not have to finish him off either. Nice pop on the stick, but it's going to get him with the remnant, so.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Other side of the map. Oh my god. Is he going to react to
Instant TPs.
Hold on. Mariano's setting this one up. He reads Sebas like a book. He's about to get owned.
Is he?
So
Avalanche tosses him away. Disruption. Spear, perfectly done.
Dude, Mariano read this guy with like a book.
Well, they had
also
a ward, is what it was. Yeah, they had the ward that saw his rotation, so they instantly TP'd.
Yeah,
Searing
exactly what
Chains?
he's going for.
I mean, they can just continue playing aggressive if they can keep this pressure up on Infinity. They're looking pretty good for the Avalanche to toss the Ice Blast once again. Ember goes down.
Let him play.
Oh, no.
That's the only disable they have, and it just keeps killing him. Let him play, man. You can dodge it everything. It is super easy for you to dodge out the Aether Remnant. It's just the toss Avalanche combo they have to kill this Ember Spirit, and they just keep getting him with it. This has to be so frustrating for him. He needs like magic resist or something. Do you think he just got like Mage Slayer on the Ember at this point?
I mean, you just
Actually, that sounds kind of sick.
He needs a BKB for sure. So it's like
I would go Mage Slayer this game.
It's like BKB and an Aeon Disc is like unironically what he has to get this game.
No, I'm sure it's Mage Slayer.
He also takes the Vambrace and then puts the Ogre Club in, and he just like suddenly has 400 more health. So that's good for him. Sebas here, found by Mariano. Does he get the Dissimulate off in time? Not at all. Another kill goes his way. Beautifully done here by the Mars. That was the Blink reveal. Now chasing for Sladen here. The toss back. Got you up on the high ground. Does have an Ice Blast, but doesn't want to drop it quite yet. Meanwhile, Exorcism just being dropped on the mid lane. Trying to do what damage you can to help clean up the tower.
Yep. Now here's the conundrum.
Okay.
You've already committed yourself to a point booster right now on the Void Spirit. Now you've died several times in a row. You would have loved to be able to switch over to a BKB at this point because they keep on getting on top of you with these like setups plus disables. Like you could just BKB the moment you come down from Yule to get out of like Shadow Demon. But it isn't really an option. You're hard committed for like this 4,200 gold item at this point when you would have been like already 1,000 gold closer to a BKB if you'd start with the Ogre Club on the Void Spirit. So his game is very difficult. I'm not even sure that like this Aghanim Scepter ends up solving a lot of your problems once you do end up getting it.
I mean, it's
like, yes,
really
it's
good at killing Ursa, and like it is actually such a good Aghanim Scepter game. Like every single one of these heroes just get wrecked by it. The only hero that doesn't die is Mars.
I don't think it's amazing against the Ursa. I mean, you're getting a BKB pretty soon on the Ember.
I mean, Ursa's not going to have like a way to dispel the silence is the problem.
He doesn't need it.
Oh, okay, he did queue up a BKB. Initially, he had a Basher, but he's queued up a BKB now.
Yeah. Man doesn't need it, though. Except for last game, where he did need it.
That's true. Ward Sentry here in the mid lane. Give him a little bit of vision to play around. The question will be is if this smoke's actually going to end up paying off. It's got to be these same initiations, this like Avatos into Ice Blast, and you know, who can you go for? If you don't see the Shadow Demon, it's really difficult.
Yeah. Is that BKB on the Ember Spear we were talking about, by the way?
I just finished it instantly. Really well done by him.
Oh, yeah. Blink Digger, Death Prophet. And closer to the Eye of Scotty now on the Medusa. She's now 1,200 gold off. Just needs one more component. I'm not sure they're willing to give her the time she needs, though. Actually, hell yeah, she has the time that she needs. They're across the map right now. She is completely fine.
Yeah, they're going to afford to slow down the tower, but they are definitely going to be able to get this Medusa Scotty here pretty soon. They would love to have it before the next fight.
Dude, Mariano has already set up. You're already dead, Katara. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, looks like it. Ice Blast comes through. He does get the Stone Gaze off last second. He's trying to run away, going for the TP. Not going to happen. The Enraged Sash Resistance is too good. He didn't actually go... Oh, he doesn't have Stone Gaze cooldown yet. It's at level 20. That would have actually kept him alive. Unfortunate for him. They did manage to find Cat-U as well.
Stone Gaze cooldown.
Stone Gaze duration. It would have stunned the Ursa twice, and he would have lived.
It still would have stunned him twice if he has status resist. Because it activates a... Maybe I'm incorrect.
Oh, he didn't get stunned. He only got stunned once in there. Then Enrage removed it. But
yeah, maybe I'm dumb.
I don't know. But yeah, Stone Gaze duration, pretty good talent. I think I see almost everyone go the Stone Gaze.
It's because they took the good one away.
Dude, I mean, that talent was so insane. What was it? No, it was 55% mana drain, wasn't it?
He got an extra 30%.
No, it was 35, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's like you literally did, like, you got 55% of the enemy mana back. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That talent needed
It was
to go.
a 15 talent for a while.
Yeah, it's too good for too
And
long.
everyone was picking Medusa at that point. I mean, people who still pick Medusa. It feels like no matter what in a game, you're always going to be able to complete like 2 items for the. All right, no matter what. A lot of the time, you're going to be able to complete 2 items on a hero.
Draken
meta.
in trouble in the top lane. The Blink Dagger's coming through. Yule Scepter into a spear once again. Pins him against the wall. Lumiere, easy finish off for him. They're looking really strong here on the side of Infinity, doing everything they need to do with these pickoffs.
Check rooms, please. Very long Roche respawn, by the way.
Yeah, almost 3 minutes exactly.
Seconds.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah. I saw an instant 0-second Roche respawn today. A is dead.
It looks pretty dead. Slide of fist from PP to secure it.
Discover what lies beyond.
Void Spirit is just doing his best to split push. He has not changed his mind, by the way. We finally see him getting closer to this Aghanim Scepter than he is queued up. Really would have liked to see a BKB on this guy. I think he's going to be able to get things done in this fight with it.
I think the Ags is just so good this game. It is definitely essential. Like, the Aghanim Scepter is a must-have. But I think they're more worried about their lack of damage in fights right now. Outside of, like, the Avatos into, Ice Blast. And I think he just wants to be able to get more off of those initiations. They actually smoked up thinking they're in Roshan, but unfortunately they are not. They're going to go ahead and draw their lines into their own jungle. They might run into the Death Prophet. Would be a pretty decent hero here to start the fight on. Blink. Oh, no, he blinks out at the exact same time. The ward there revealing them as the smoke popped.
I think it was just like quick reflexes there by the DP. Oh.
Well, speaking of DP, Spear Vessel onto the Timber Saw. He's in so much trouble. Nice toss out from Sladen, though. He's going to be in trouble himself. He does have Yules to buy a little bit of time. That Demonic Purge will have expired. PP in some trouble. The Ice Blast, the double sides catches the Ursa. He just gets bursted. There it is. Mariano trying to hobble away. They finally take down Sladen, but the Death Prophet is here. Can she actually do this alone? Standing her ground against Kataro. Almost doing it. This is a position 5, by the way. PP comes back in, reinitiating the fight, finally finishes off the Medusa, now trying to get his hands onto Sabas here on this Void Spirit. He bounces from one hero to the next, Draken falling low, 2 heroes steering chains. He's doing it, triple kills. All 5 heroes of Osmium fall. Beautifully done.
Yeah, Tips come out, he finally gets his revenge. All those times they set up the kills off onto him. All he did was his BKB to take up a little bit, and he manages to put the work there. But yeah, they did end up bursting down this Ursa. I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised by that. Tons of magical damage thanks to this Void Spirit. They initiated and put absolutely everything into him. And immediately afterwards, he did end up queuing up this BKB.
He's had it for a little bit. He had it. He initially like queued it up like a couple minutes ago. But yeah, like Void Spirit saw the Ursa, just instant silenced into Ice Blast, and he just dies.
Yeah. Well,
really smart stuff
there. It did end
there.
up being useful for this fight. I thought that he'd end up getting this BKB done before the Void Spirit finished up the Aghanim Scepter, but this didn't end up being the case this game. Roche does respawn, by the way. He's shortly after the Ursa does, and Genic pings it out. They're gonna have to. Oh,
that's a good Ice Blast.
All right, they're not gonna stop Roche.
And they're not alive. I mean, they have outposts. I don't know if you can stick around for this. I think you have to get out of the pit.
Yeah, that Ice Blast might have stalled it out long enough. We'll see. 22 seconds, never mind. Lumio's got this.
He just takes it so fast now, and Smoke coming out just a little bit too late. Draken wants to roll in, but does not make it in time. Doesn't pick up anything. Mariano with a big arena on the backside, but they managed to throw back PP. The BKB comes out. Catyu. Gotta be careful. No Ice Blast for another 15 seconds. Draken trying to take down Genic here. There's gonna be the Demonic Purge holding him in place. Kataro can't do much of anything. Lumiere with a nice blink up into the high ground to finish him off. And now in comes the Death Prophet. Nice blink, silence onto 2. Sladen holding him back, toss back. Plus a Yules finds the Mars, but they're chasing after this Timber Saw. He's making so much space in the fight. Mars, they just let him go. They don't want to go for the kill there either. So it's just going to be Timber versus them, and Timber loses.
Yeah, a nice try to get that Mars. I mean, again, tossing the Void Spirit to help his ally get the assist on that one alongside him, but very little chance that Actually managed to kill the super tanky hero inside the backline. Good attempt there by Osmium, but this Ursa feels incredibly powerful at the moment. If you don't get the favorable initiation Osmium and blow up a single hero, Infinity just beat you in that like straight up 5v5 engagement.
Yeah, he saw Cat-U and just instantly kills him. There's just nothing he can do. He's queued up,
looking
you
to
know,
set
a
up
Ghost
mid, by the way.
Scepter, but he is so poor.
They've got vision.
Oh, Sabas, careful. Avalanche toss. There's the Ice Blast. You're dead. Once again, if you don't get that BKB off, it's an easy kill for the side of Osmium, but Tiny, he's going to pay for this one. No way. Okay, yeah, he gets the kill, just barely.
Nice try. I still got the Aegis to work with. Next objective is probably just going to be the top lane. EP? Outpost? Run? No?
It's still a pretty good trade for Osmium, taking
he's
down the Ember
stacking.
Spirit.
Yeah.
That was right after he
Okay.
got his Aghanim Scepter too, so he was looking for a power spike there, and unfortunately just gets caught by the Avatos.
As we've seen so many times before.
Yeah. All right, Lumiere, Ursa, three minutes left on this Aegis. They're actually going to smoke up here behind the tower. They're going to TP in on the
There's
Void
no
Spirit.
way
They'd
they take
love
this
to get
fight.
Lumiere. He has a DD rune. This dude's scary. Remnant pulls back. He's gone. Aegis down immediately. The question is, can they get the Void Spirit? They hold him in place for the moment. He gets silenced up. He is dead. No hero now to help save him. It's just going to be the Timbersaw trying to make space and disengage. Death Prophet runs down Cat-U. Draken with a BKB will be able to TP home, so he is safe. They defend the tier 2 tower for the moment, but Death Prophet, I don't think she cares all too much about this. She's going to get it herself.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that they defended the tier 2 top tower. They got the Aegis, though. We can say that much about them.
Yeah, they did. I think this is a good initiation to grab the Aegis for sure.
Yeah. Now they're going to keep up this push. Ember Spirit's actually hunting Guitaro right now. Ooh, off the mark. Doesn't end up connecting with him. I mean, if he just like gone forward blindly, would have gone. But no vision over in that triangle. He's just kind of guessing that this is the area Medusa would be in. So nice senses there from Guitaro backing off. Right. He's been picked up now. I'm trying to think about how they get like back out of their base into this game. Like, Medusa definitely wins this one late, but I feel like the rest of the heroes inside Infinity are just doing so much more. Timbersaw falls off. Ancient Apparition is basically an ice cream cone. You're fighting all these super strong heroes. Like, like the Shadow Demon and the Death Prophet do so much more than I think like the Tiny and the Ancient Apparition are gonna do in the late game, and even your offlane, like Timbersaw could beat a Mars. So even though Medusa is definitely better than Ursa in the late game, like the rest of the heroes just aren't going to scale as well as Infinity is.
Medusa does have a Linken's queued up here. Wants to be able to use that to block, things like Yules into the spear or Shadow Demon ulti. And there it is. Grabs the Linken's, picked up now, completed. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is there like a certain item you're trying to hope for on Osmium, or like how do you keep yourselves in this one? Because it is a 7K gold lead. It feels like more though.
BKB on Void Spirit, like he's just getting owned in these team fights. There's too many disables for him. He gets shut down by Searing Chains. He gets shut down by Silence on the Death Prophet. He gets shut down by Spears coming off onto him. Like once he's in this fight, he either has to find a kill or get out immediately, and that kind of sucks.
They see
They're gonna try to get the favorable initiation.
There it is. Avalanche, the toss, the Ice Blast does come through. He uses himself for the moment, but PP comes in. Mariano, he does get the BKB. He will eventually shatter. No, he's alive, and Void Spirit just dies instantly, exactly like you were talking about. So far, 2 heroes dead. The Medusa losing to the 5 position. Death Prophet is PP just dancing around these fights, one after the other. Spear will interrupt that TP out, and Kataro cannot escape. Triple kill for the Ember.
Dude, that is a Chad Mariano move. Do you see him at like 50 HP throwing the spear, still within range of that stone gaze as he hucked it out and interrupted that one? So sick, man.
Dude, this was like a little bit of a miscommunication from Osmium, because they wanted to jump the like Mars there, but they I think half the team thought they were just gonna Avatos him in place, and the other half thought he was tossing him back. Sladen gets bashed. And then like what ends up happening is like the Void Spirit like initiates and just gets killed by literally a blink silence from the Death Prophet.
I've got good news. It's going to take more it's gonna take like 20 seconds or so for the creeps to reach the base from where they are right now. So their tier 3 is going to be just fine. Void Spirit's gonna be back up by the time they actually get over to it. But do they care about the Void Spirit respawning? They sure as hell don't care about the Timbersaw.
Nah, just bashed up again, gets the kill, using that enrage to dispel that blast rig. Really well done.
All right, 2 heroes now this time. Yeah,
Dude, the
I'm pretty sure
double
both
catapult
of them
is dewarding right now. It's quite funny.
Let's go.
And it's gone.
Alright, the double catapult is putting the hurt on the base here. Alright, never mind. They're dying.
Catapult back to deward duty. Very nice.
Alright, they realize that they should probably just take out all the tier 2s and keep them blocked on their base. So they hit bottom instead. Exorcism still on cooldown for another 30 seconds though. Ooh, DP's going for Heaven's Halberd. I like this.
Yeah, it's a very good pickup this game. And they're in a good spot. They will go ahead and see these 2 here.
Oh my god, they're about to get so owned on Osmium.
I mean, they only have 2 heroes here. You need the Ember Spirit, and he is top. Does he have a Remnant relatively close? He does. There's a Remnant not too far away.
Dude, they're about to get so owned.
Oh my god.
They're about to get just completely blasted over here.
Spear will pin down the Tiny. Genic is here, gets the disruption onto the Medusa, and backside of the fight, it's gonna be PP looking to get the damage done. We'll be able to take down that Ancient Apparition with ease. Lumiere on the disengage as well. BKB protecting him. Mariano just trying to zone him off with the arena. They get the disarm onto the Medusa, and the Death Prophet's just going to run them down with the help of this Ember Spirit. And there it is. 3 heroes dead, about to be a 4th. Medusa completely out of mana. Spirit back. Lumiere to close the gap. They get down 4, about to be 5. It's a team wipe. Infinity looking so strong in game 2. I mean, I imagine they have to call this soon.
I mean, the respawn timers aren't super high, but Medusa's down for 75 seconds. That is a big one. The push isn't incredibly fast from their side either. Not without the exorcism anyways. We'll see what Ursa's capable of, but he's one of the lowest, he's one of the slowest heroes clicking down the enemy buildings. Pure Swift not affecting it, obviously, and not an amazing main attribute growth rate. Doesn't usually itemize for damage either. Alright, so 1 set of racks taken, 50 seconds left without the Medusa.
Mariano, beautifully done. Blink Spear, pins him down. Ancient Apparition's dead. No buyback either. That's a big one. Oh, there it is. It's just not coming up.
Yeah, nice joke. Yeah, he just got the goal for it, though. With that. Alright, 2 sets of racks lost. I'm not even sure they can defend this last one.
I mean, PP on this Ember is so damn strong, dude. Like, every single fight is Death Prophet just like blinking in carelessly and just like dropping silence and exorcism, and there's just like no counter to it. Like, they actually can't blow up the Death Prophet because they have to worry about this Ember Spirit, this Ursa. Like, it's one of the reasons the Death Prophet is just such a highly contested hero.
Yeah, everything's off of cooldown except for exorcism now, so they can just go into this.
Nice Remnant out. They just don't want to risk it.
All right, playing it as safe as possible. I mean, you've got map control right now. Roche is potentially respawning at the moment. I imagine they back up, set up around the pit, but we said like another
smoke.
like 2 minute and 50 second Roshan.
Actually, do they not have a smoke? They don't. Yeah, no smokes. I say Osmium got to find something, but like 23,000 gold advantage, and there's not like a... There's not really like a comeback into this game. I mean, the Death Prophet at this point is more farmed than your cores. Like, I don't know what you do here.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to rely on them to make a massive mistake on their end. You can find kills off in the Ember Spirit still, but I think like Mars is now too tanky. Do you have Mage Slayer on the Ember Spirit yet? No, he doesn't. He's not building that item. I'm crazy. I just want to see Mage Slayer. I'll be real with you.
I build a Mage Slayer on Primal Beast, usually, actually.
The hero that you don't hit people on.
Yeah. Mostly because I go first item or like Orchid into Blink.
Okay.
And then like late game, I just buy it, upgrade it to a Bloodthorn.
I just think that Mage Slayer's neat this game. Another 10 seconds to Roche respawn. I'm pretty sure Genic is just going to be waiting around the pit at this point. They certainly timed when Roshan ended up going down. They get both teams finding tier 4 neutral items as well. Leveler found by the Death Prophet. This will make their life so much easier. And Roche is back up. Like, maybe you could take a super sick fight in the Roshan. You just complete the Silver Edge on the Medusa.
It's gonna die before you get a chance to even get to the pit. You're dealing with an Ursa who has MKB now. Yeah, it's already gone. Refresher's on here. They're gonna give the refresher over to PP, so 10 remnants now available. That is quite good.
Yeah, 3,000 magic damage with this.
He also has a regular refresher as well, so 15
Right, so
remnants.
yeah, 4,500 magical damage with this.
Quick maths, not bad.
Yeah. I just know it by memorization, not by doing that.
That's cheating. This isn't
Well,
times
math is
tables.
dumb and for nerds.
An Abyssal Blade onto Slade and a spear back onto Katara. They managed to hold him in place. Tiny will survive for the moment, but Medusa is just getting completely destroyed here by the Death Prophet. Disarm as well. Katara has no game. He's got a Stone Gaze, but he's holding it. He's just going to wait to buy back instead.
Dude, PP's in their fountain.
PP is in their fountain. Wow. Okay. Well,
That is demoralizing. He's just inside your fountain, killing your ancient apparition, popping the refresher orb, having fun with this one. Yeah, Sebastian's trying to chase him down. He's still got a refresher. Orb.
I mean, they have a bigger issue, which is they're trying to just dive the Medusa here in the mid lane. He's just going to be able to pop that Enrage and disengage. Spear's going to pin down the Timbersaw. Death Prophet taking a lot of damage here, but can they actually finish him off? Timbersaw just bashed, Abyssal up. He's down. Medusa's got to get out of here. Looks like she will make it for the moment. Abyssal Blade's going to be forced, but PP's coming, baby. He wants to join them in the fountain potentially a second time. Heal Scepter to slow down Mariano, but the disarm on the Medusa was slowing her down.
I realize actually diving them into space is a little bit of an issue. Okay, never mind. They kill Sebas.
He's going to buy back on the Mars
loses
right
this.
away, though, as well. Aegis has been claimed. Can they actually get the Ursa out of here? A nice silence, but he just pops the BKB, tries to lay into the Medusa. Again, she doesn't have this Stone Gaze. She's losing mana and fast. Toss out from Sladen. Very nicely done to save her. Sebas here, a bash once again. Starting to fall low, will make it into the base, but the remnants from PP, is it enough? Ice Blast does clip him. He's got to be careful. He's going to tick, he's going to shatter. 100 seconds. He does have to take down the Ancient Apparition. The tossbacks found Mariano as well. Are they going to die?
He's still inside the
he's got
fountain
an
region
arena.
range.
Okay, well, Ember does have buyback if he wants to get back into this game. You've got an Ancient Creeps. So you got Mega Creeps and Ancient nearly exposed. You'll lose Sebas as well on the backside of this fight.
Dude, they're not GGing out. This is absolutely insane. They're not GGing out. They want to play this one. All right. Some fun plays there from the side of Infinity. That's what we're going to call them. Not necessarily dive the tower for sure. Part where we're only doing that, I think Mars and Ember Spirit realized, like, oh, hey, we could probably just end the game if we wanted to, and started clicking down the tier 4s. And then he lost his mind again, started diving into the fountain.
Yeah, that seems about normal.
Yeah. Again, he, like you mentioned, he does have buyback available, but he expended his on Mars and just, like, came back into that. So they don't want to throw away their game. It is still possible that Medusa just, like, buys herself a rapier and then, like, runs down mid. So don't want to throw things away. Lumiere, don't do it.
Toss requires no target doing some work in that fight as it tosses the Mars into the fountain. Also saving the Medusa after she had bought back was probably one of the most important things.
This Tiny's, like, focus with these tosses has basically just been saves. Like, yeah, other than that one toss into the fountain there. But it saved Medusa a number of times when he's been out of position.
Draken top lane. There's a DD Ursa. He's going to catch, and the BKB comes out. Pops the Enrage, gets the Abyssal, and a bash perfectly timed there to stun him up. So, beyond godlike now for Lumiere. He is 20-3 on this Ursa.
Very cool. I mean, not the performance that we saw in the previous game. He's got a Swift Blink coming out to him now as well. I don't see how they defend this one.
Without buyback.
Yeah. Did they wait for Mars? Or they just try to end it?
I think they just end it, right? You have Exo. They're going to force the fort here as soon as possible. Just let this Death Prophet start doing the chip damage. Avalanche, toss, Ice Blast does connect. It is going to catch Lumiere as well, but the Tiny is dead right away. There's going to be the Arena holding in place so they can keep the Void Spirit alive. It would be huge. He will survive. But the Medusa, her damage is not coming out fast enough, and now they're looking like they might just turn their attention to the throne, and that is exactly what they are going to do. Infinity done playing games. They want to end this one, and that is going to... Oh, Fortification? Osmium having some fun, spears him away. In comes Lumiere, though, gets the bash onto the Medusa. The chains, PP with the 10 remnants just right on the face. GG comes out, and they'll get themselves game number 2.
Yeah, they get a kill on the Medusa just before the game ends, but it does end up going the way of Infinity. Kind of questioning the Ursa pick for a little while. I wasn't sure that they should have been that confident after what happened in game number 1, but they managed to play fast enough in the second game here. Ancient Apparition, unfortunately, not doing a ton for them, and I think like Timbersaw falling off a bit as well. I will say, though, this Tiny pick is pretty impressive.
I mean,
Like-
Slayden just played super well.
Yeah, Slayden is super sick on this hero. He's definitely the MVP of Osmium.
Mhm.
I don't know who I would say for the side of Infinity. PP did pretty
It
good. I
has to
think
be
getting
PP,
blown up a
man.
couple times.
Right? Like, he
Yeah.
did so good.
Yeah, what was his hero damage?
I mean, despite the fountain diving, if he had just, like, kind of chilled a little bit, you know, it would have
It's
been
a
even better.
tradition.
But
If you're doing that well in a Dota game, we need to start diving the fountain.
of course, yes,
It's
I
just a
forgot.
known fact.
That's the America's Street Dota that we like to refer to it as.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, very impressive game from Infinity. They pull it back even with the Ursa pick that looked super weak in game 1, but they just make it work here in game 2. A much better, well-rounded draft. Yeah, I mean, this was a good game. I mean, this is the best part about this is we knew both these teams were super strong coming into this, and we were really excited to see how this series was going to go. It ends up being, you know, a 1-1, a draw essentially. So can't wait to see them go, you know, face off later in the tournament, because it's definitely going to happen, hopefully.